Venom, Along Came a Spider, issue number 1 from Marvel Comics. This is actually an old comic. This came out in 1996, and this is not really an anthology, I guess, kind of. It has multiple short stories. It's not just one long issue or one continuous issue. It's multiple stories broken down, and I'm actually going to skip per all of them except for one. Is Hybrid Phase 1 First Touch. And the reason I wanted to talk about this one is because this is the very first appearance of Hybrid. And Hybrid is awesome. Hybrid is basically a collection of 4 symbiotes put together. They are Riots, Phage, Lasher, and Agony. So basically, Venom was like a huge thing in the 90s. Super popular. And of course, Marvel jumped all over that and created a bunch of symbiotes. Most people pretty much just know Venom and Carnage, normies anyways. But yeah, there are a lot more symbiotes. And yeah, this was basically Hybrid was the first time. Yeah, I believe this is the first time and only time as far as I know, where we actually had multiple symbiotes actually merged together to create one entity. And the modern day depictions of hybrids is pretty cool. He reminds me a lot actually of Naruto, when Naruto is getting like cubified and letting his Ninetales powers like take over. It kind of not only just the look, but even like the color, like with the reddish orange and black. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I can't not see it. So yeah, this is Hybrid Phase 1. So we start off with our main character. His name is Scott Washington, otherwise known as Guardsman number 6. And I believe he actually first appeared in New Mutants before he actually became like a big deal. I think he was just like a background character. I always found that kind of cool. When you have like a background character who like nobody like pays any attention to, but then they turn out to be like a big deal later on or something. Like I'm a writer, but I mostly do movies. But I'm actually focusing on a novel right now. But one of my dreams is to either do like a comic book graphic novel or a manga. Like that's always been a dream of mine to do. I've actually taken classes for comic book stuff, and I've always wanted to like write my own. And one thing that I've always wanted to do was like, you have like scenes where in the background you see just like background characters. So like someone might be like walking the city streets and then you just see other characters around them going about their day. I've always wanted to have like characters that appear in the background of a manga panel or a comic book panel or whatever, and they're just a background character. But then I'll do another series where that character is the focal point and the main character. And then in one of their panels, there will be a background character, and that character will be the main focal point in another series. So basically, like, you have these characters intersecting, but you never like really know. Like the characters don't know each other and stuff, and you just think, oh, this character's just minor, and this character doesn't even have a speaking line. He's just wandering around the background. He's just eating an omelet at the diner or something. In another series, that character is the main character, and maybe we see why he's at that diner, and in the background you see the main character from the previous issue. I don't know, it's stupid, but that's just something I've always kind of wanted to do. I always just found it kind of fascinating, and I'm kind of rambling again, but anyone who's watched my videos will know I tend to do that from time to time because I don't script anything. But yeah, so we have Scott, Guardsman number 6, and he's taking this top secret mission where basically they're running tests on the symbiotes. So I believe this was during a event where the symbiotes were taking over Earth. Like they're basically like invading Earth, and these scientists are in a laboratory deep underground trying to find the weaknesses of the symbiotes so that they can fight off the symbiotes that are invading Earth. I'm just kind of thinking, you guys already know what the weaknesses is. The weakness is sound. In fact, in this very issue, you have them contained by using sound waves. So it's kind of like you're running tests to find the weaknesses of something you already know. I don't know. That was kind of weird. So yeah, they're running tests, and they're basically like kind of like torturing these symbiotes. There's like a scene where it looks like one of them is escaping, and the guardsmen actually like pull out their sonic emitters, and they're about to attack the thing when the head scientist is like, no, like stop doing that. Like we're doing this on purpose. Cause watch, and then he hits a button, and it basically creates like this wave that freaks out the symbiotes and forces them back into their containment. So basically, we then cut to Scott Washington, Yeah, we get a bit about his life. Basically, he's taking on this mission to guard these scientists while they do tests because it'll give him a raise, and he wants to basically use that money to send back home to his mom and get her out of the ghetto, get her and his younger brother out of the ghetto. And yeah, basically, I guess we don't really see it much here, but I believe in other issues where he plays a bigger part. And this is basically just like a short story to kind of introduce Hybrid and Scott Washington and stuff like that. So in other issues where he plays where Scott is a main focal point. I believe we get more where he grew up around gang members and stuff like that, and he doesn't want that for his family, obviously. Yeah, he's basically trying to get his mom and his younger brother out of the ghetto, and I thought this was kind of interesting. So there's a moment where he's like, just stay away from those bang babies, all right? And I'm like, wait, bang babies? That's from Static Shock, right? But Static Shock is a DC character. So is this like a nod towards that, or is it just I've never heard of bang babies, and maybe bang babies is like slang for gangbangers, for like gangsters, but I've never heard it that way before. The only time I've ever heard of bang babies was from Static Shock. So I don't know. I just thought that was kind of interesting. I could just be looking into that. It could just be like, oh, he's just talking about gangbangers, but they just use the phrase bang babies. But as soon as I heard that, I just thought Static Shock. But yeah, we basically, like, the world's gone crazy. Alien symbiotes have invaded. They're taking everyone over, and basically they're running tests to try to find the weaknesses for these symbiotes so that they can fight them off. As Scott's watching these going on, it looks weird. Like, it looks like they're kind of torturing it, but he doesn't really pay much attention until eventually one of them actually breaks loose. And then he kind of helps freeze his other symbiote family, and they start merging together. And they merge together into this one creature called the Hybrid. I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, like I said before, the Hybrid looks just something straight out of Naruto. I mean, obviously, this series came out first. I mean, this series came out in 96. Naruto came out in 99, I believe. Yeah, that's kind of weird to think. Like, the series didn't become popular until, like, almost like a decade later, but it actually came out in 99. But yeah, it looks a lot like Naruto cubified. But yeah, so they start shooting at it with its emitters, and while they're doing that, they're basically trying to hold it off while the scientists and the other guards basically rush to the elevator room, like the concealment room, so that they can be protected. And as that's going on, the Hybrid latches on to Scott and briefly merges with him, only temporarily. But Scott starts like freaking out, and then eventually they're able to shoot the creature, and the creature escapes. And Scott's just kind of like, he starts crying. He's like, they didn't do anything wrong. They don't deserve this pain. And the other guards are like, dude, like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. But they're like, just go. Like, you have the rest of the day off. Just get out of here and go rest. And as he's walking away, he starts thinking, like, I feel like one of those, like, Nazi guards, just following orders. Like, these things are innocent. They haven't done anything wrong. Like, maybe a lot of the other symbiotes are evil, but these four aren't. Like, they didn't do anything. And as he's thinking this, he actually sees the Hybrid in a panel, like, above him, staring at him. And Scott has a chance to shoot it, but he doesn't. He decides to let it go free. And because of that, he gets fired from his job. And he has to go back home in Brooklyn. And basically now he has to deal with all the guns, drugs, poverty, gangbangers, all that stuff. And as he's thinking about this, we cut to the Hybrid, where the Hybrid's like, we're starving. We need someone, like, we can't be alone. We need to merge with somebody. Let's merge with the kind one, Scott. And then that's how it ends. And this is continue next month. But yeah, eventually they do merge with Scott, and Scott becomes Hybrid. And there's like a cool thing. Like, I don't really remember too much about Hybrid because it's been forever. So what? This is 1996. I was 10 years old when this came out. So this is actually like near the end of my comic book reading days, because I gave up comics when I was like 11 or 12. I did read like the occasional here or there, but I wasn't like a big comic book fan after that. I basically drifted off towards manga from then on. But from what very little I remember of Hybrid, I think there was like he had like an interesting thing where in a lot of these series, especially like like Venom and Spider-Man, when Spider-Man has the Venom symbiote, it's the symbiote basically trying to convince their host to do like evil things, like to like give into their anger and do crimes and stuff like that. Whereas with Hybrid, it's actually the opposite, where it's Scott that gives in to his anger and does some questionable things. Meanwhile, the Hybrid symbiote is the one trying to get him to settle down and convince him to do the right thing and stuff. So it was like an interesting twist of the symbiote, of how the symbiote usually acts, and I thought that was kind of cool. Like that, I don't know, I like things like that. It's kind of just like a unique take on the symbiote. But yeah, that was Venom Along Came a Spider, issue number 1, the very first appearance of Hybrid. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think. If there's any characters out there you guys want me to check out, or even just any series you guys want me to check out, or like specific issues you guys want me to do a review for, let me know. And if you guys got modern day stuff, let me know. But try to pick stuff that's good, or at least stuff that you guys are enjoying, because comic books suck now. Like they're just really terrible. Like comic books are not in a healthy place right now. And I could do what a lot of other people do and basically hate read comics to roast them, but I really don't want my channel to be that. Like I've done that a couple of times and it was kind of fun, but I don't want this channel to be nothing but me hate reading issues, and then you guys are like watching me hate read. I want this to be more positive. Like my goal for my channel has always been to be escapism. So while comic books suck for the most part, I want to show you the stuff that's good. Even if it's old stuff, I just want to show you the stuff that's good, or the stuff that I enjoyed. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about politics in like modern day media. I mean, I'll bring it up a couple of times, but it's not something I go looking for. And I'm not saying like I have anything against those. Like there are channels that I follow that do that, and they have a place in this world. But I just don't want my channel to be that. Like my whole belief is I hate politics. I hate like all this stuff being shoved into everything, being shoved into comics, being shoved into books, TV shows, cartoons, movies, sports, video games. It's like you can't get away from this stuff. Well, I want my channel to be someplace where you can. So that's why like a lot of times people are, people, I don't know if people think this way, but people might think, oh, like Pirate likes everything. Like everything he reviews, he enjoys. And it's like, that's because I tend to review the stuff that I enjoy, and then I ignore the stuff that I don't like. Or if I pick up something that I think I might like, and then I end up hating it, I usually don't review it, because again, like I want this channel to be more positive. But I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think. Like, is that something you guys are down for? I know like drama and hate gets a lot of clicks and views. So, I mean, it would probably be healthier for my channel to do that. But even then, I don't want my channel to be that. I want my channel to just be more positive, more like, hey, come here to kind of escape the world for a while and not think about what's going on out there. But you guys let me know. And again, I'm kind of rambling. I don't know. It's just something that's been on my mind. I feel like, okay, now that the review is done, I can kind of just talk a little off topic, but somewhat on topic, because it's about the channel. But anyways, you guys tell me what you guys think. And again, if you guys have any recommendations for anything, whether it be modern day comics, retro comics, you guys want to see, hey, I do a review on the first appearance of this character. Not even has to be comics. If you guys got any manga stuff, let me know. But anyways, I'm rambling again. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.